Happy Friday. We have a 14 game slate. Let's talk some baseball. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back in to another episode for Just a Bet Outside. I am your host, Steven, and we're back to talk some MLB action. It's been a rough couple days. That's right. That's why I'm doing these half unit plays right now as we collect more data. But we went 1-2 yesterday. So last 2 days haven't been ideal. But again, you know what? We'll deal with it and we'll just take the small loss. But I know a hot streak is coming. I feel it. More data is coming in. We're learning about certain pitchers, how hitters are coming out of the gate, things like that. So early season MLB, as you guys know, is one of the hardest things you can bet. That's why I always preach bankroll management. But I do feel a hot streak coming on. So we got two giveaways. That's right. So let's pull it up. These are the two winners. Congrats to at O Garcia 3387 and at Rock Bottom. That's right. You guys have won one free month of Outlier. Thank you guys for all the comments and support and all that. I appreciate it. If you two want to collect it, go reach out to me on X, on Discord, or email justabetoutside@gmail.com, and we'll get you that one free month. So, speaking of Outlier, any graphics you see in this video are from an app called Outlier. That's right, the best betting research tool on the market today. Click the link below. You get a 7-day free trial. So, let's get into it. And I got a fun fact. It's actually a current fun fact. The Reds are the first team since 1960 to lose 3 straight 1-0 games. That's wild. That's right. They have now gone 28 consecutive innings without scoring a run. That's got to be brutal. To give up 1 run 3 games in a row and you lose all 3. That's insane. But in this video, we're going to recap that day yesterday, 1 and 2, and then we're going to go over the good and bad hitter matchups. Again, all this research help is also here to help you. It's not just the bets. It's hopefully so you guys can see this information and help you win some of your own bets. And then, of course, we'll go over the pitcher report. Next week, we'll start getting into things like hitters on fire, aces of bases, if you guys remember that as well. And maybe some pitcher K matchups here pretty soon as well. So we got more to come. But, of course, after those two things, we will talk about the best bets and the recap. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Leave a comment below to help this channel continue to grow. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button as we're now on our way to 40,000 subscribers. So let's get into it. And that means it's recap time. All right, there it is. The 1 and 2 day under 4 runs in the first 5 innings. Astros Twins. Joe Ryan got knocked around. He had 2 home runs given up. Hunter Brown had some broken bat singles, but he led off by giving up a triple. It just didn't get it done. The game only ended 5-2, 7 runs, but in the first 5, the pitchers didn't come to play. It was just unfortunate. But Tanner Houck under 17.5 outs recorded again. We start out the day with an easy winner by noon, and then again it fell apart. But Nick Lodolo was the added play over 5.5 Ks. He went like almost 7 innings. And he still couldn't get this done. See, this is why we do half unit plays. Nick Lodolo last year is more of a swing and miss guy. This year he looks more like a pitch to contact guy and a more of an outs recorded over kind of guy because he's thrown a lot of innings, had some quick innings, but just not getting the Ks, not having that like knockout pitch with 2 strikes or anything. So it is what it is. Again, 1 and 2, all 3 half unit plays down 2.72 units on the year. I'm ready for that hot streak. It's coming. I know it is, but that's what we got for the recap. And now it's time for the hitter matchups. All right, we got 9 good hitter matchups, and we start out with Juan Soto. How about 8 for 15 with a bomb off Kevin Gausman? I also wanted to add this. He has walked 12 times. That's insane. And then there's all the rest of them. Starling Marte, how about 8 for 13 off Kevin Gausman with a home run? Cody Bellinger, 4 extra base hits, 5 for 13 off Keller. And then over there on the right side, you got another Met in Francisco Lindor, who struggled to start the year. But then Freddie Freeman, if he is going to play, 3 for 8. And Bobby Witt, 3 for 8 with a home run off Dean Kramer. So that's what we got for the good hitter matchups. Now let's take a look at the bad ones. And we got 8 of them for you. And the right side is a segment I like to call The Mariners Suck. Jorge Polanco, Mitch Garver, Cal Raleigh, and Julio Rodriguez have all struggled off Justin Verlander. Again, Justin Verlander's not the same pitcher, so take these for, with a grain of salt a little bit, but they've all struggled. Justin Verlander has owned us. He is our daddy. Nolan Arenado over there, 10 Ks off Walker Buehler. And then you see a couple versus Max Fried with McCutchen and Tommy Pham. So that's what we got for the hitter matchups. Now let's take a look at the pitcher report. All right, these are the first 7 matchups of the day. As you guys can see, all the averages are on the bottom. All these numbers also are from last year because, again, 1 start, 2 start, not enough sample size yet, but soon we will use this year's numbers. But as you can see, we got walk percentage, hits per 9, all that. We got Cannon versus Flaherty, and then Fetty versus Ferris Bueller's day off. That's right. He struggled last year coming off an injury, and then he was good at the end of the year. Well, his first start, not good. 7 hits given up, 4 earned runs in his first start versus Texas. So we'll see what he's got, but he has not been missing as many bats. Shota Imanaga, we know, is an absolute stud, 2.91 ERA last year as a rookie. He's already faced two really good offenses, Arizona and the Dodgers, and he did well against both of them. Now he faces the Padres. I mean, it's a tough start for him, but he's been pitching well. And then we see Gausman there, who had a good first start, and McGill, who gave up 1 earned run, 6 Ks in his first start as well. And then you go down to Max Fried, obviously the big signing for the Yankees. He gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, only 2 were earned versus Milwaukee in his first start. And then I just want to point this out. Castillo for Seattle, there's no numbers because this is a different Luis Castillo. That's right. Luis Castillo, the one we all know, pitched the day before or the game before. But this is a different Luis Castillo. He is being brought up for his major league debut. It's bonkers to have two Luis Castillos pitch back to back. But I just want to let you know he's facing Justin Verlander, the old wise veteran. That's right. So that's page 1. Now let's take a look at page 2. And we got Brandon Pfaadt versus Jake Irvin. That's right. Irvin had a pretty good year last year, decent year at least for him. But Pfaadt's a guy who's kind of hit and miss. He can struggle at times and give up a lot of hits. But he's also got swing and miss stuff, as you can see by the K rate. But Yamamoto, Cy Young candidate this year, facing Jesus Luzardo. 5 ERA last year. We'll see with that matchup. I think advantage Dodgers obviously in that one, but Luzardo I think is going to take a little while to get going here. Max Meyer for Miami. We're going to talk about that one here in just a little bit. Going up against Schwellenbach, who I'm really high on. He's a really good pitcher. Can miss some bats and all that. So as we go down the list, not any great matchups or anything like that. We got Gavin Williams. Soriano did throw well, 7 shutout innings with 5 Ks in his first start for the Angels, but it was against the White Sox, so take that for what it is. But anyways, that's all my rambling and the entire pitcher report. And now it's time for the best bets. All right, this first one takes us out to the ATL where the Braves host the Miami Marlins. Braves on the money line minus 238. Marlins on the money line plus 195 with a total of 7.5 runs. I got a player prop. It's an over. Give me Max Meyer over 4.5 Ks at minus 110 on DraftKings, 4.5 unit. If you don't know much about him, he was a rookie last season. He's only thrown a total of 68.2 innings in the MLB. He has a total of 59 Ks. So his first start was against the Pirates, 5.2 innings, 7 strikeouts. He looked really good. He threw 93 pitches, so obviously there's no leash on him or anything. He averaged around 96 on his fastball. He has a really good hard slider. In fact, he got 10 whiffs on that in his first start. I know it's the Pirates, but guys, guess what? The Braves, even though they're loaded, at least they will be loaded when everyone comes back. He faced them, first of all, twice last season in the span of 3 weeks. He struck out 7 Braves hitters in each start, 14 Ks in 11 innings. This Braves offense versus righties this year, the 4th highest K rate in baseball, right at 30%. They had the 10th highest K rate versus righties last season, so it's not like this is a complete fluke or anything. Their 12th worst WRC plus overall way of telling how your offense is playing. We know the Braves offense is definitely underperforming, and they will pick it up at some point, but they're still without Ronald Acuna, Sean Murphy, and now Jurickson Profar with the PED suspension, so they're not fully healthy. So overall, I think books are expecting Meyer, it looks like, to go around 6 innings. If he goes 6, I don't think it's asking too much to go 5 Ks against a heavy strikeout team and a struggling offense right here. So I like this one. Give me Eminem over 4.5 Ks as my first best bet. Hey guys, unfortunately, we're only going to have the one best bet for the MLB. We have ran into a ton of technical issues, and it took us like triple the time just to get this much done, but we tried hard to get you the research help and that one bet I have, but there are going to be more bets probably before I even go to bed in the pinned comments below, and of course you'll also find them on X in Discord. Sorry for the hassle and all that, but just want to let you guys know we're going to try to do the same that we in the NBA video coming out soon, where we give you all the research slide in, and the bets will probably be down below. But again, we'll be up till midnight just trying to get this out, so I'm not sure what the Wi-Fi issues are, but that's just where we're at tonight. So just want to let you know, but appreciate you guys watching and supporting. Hit that like button if you haven't already. And of course, hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.